Hi, this is Leela, the proud Poly Kinky Queer Slut. Today's question is, what is a bathhouse? Bathhouses are a traditionally gay kind of sex club. You generally find that the history of these is that they tend to be exclusively male, and they are places that have showers, saunas, jacuzzi tubs, some kind of hangout space. They're generally nude spaces or towel-only spaces. And they are places where traditionally, and in a lot of towns it's still this way, not just even a lot of towns, most of them in Portland, Oregon are still this way. But they're places where men get together, mostly gay men, to hang out, have sex, enjoy each other's bodies, and just be around each other. I have mixed feelings about bathhouses. There is a really good one here in Portland, Hawks PDX, which does allow people who are not men in on some nights of the week, and is also very trans inclusive. So I do go there sometimes. I've been several times, and I do find the notion of gender exclusive spaces still to be somewhat troubling. That's my personal preference, my personal inclination, but I do appreciate that they're trying. One thing I've found that is different between a bathhouse and a sex club is the sex clubs, are coming from different backgrounds. So a lot of the sex clubs are coming from more of a heteronormative history where it's, swingers culture, or, the default is man-woman hookups. Bathhouses are really coming from a gay culture where the default is gay culture. And that's beautiful in some ways. There are some ways where I found it kind of intimidating for me as a woman coming into that space. For one thing, there's a whole lot less talking about what you're going to do before you do it. And that is takes some getting used to, and absolutely nothing wrong with saying that is not my cup of tea. A lot of people that I know who have been to bathhouses have just said, yeah, I don't really like that, I'm not going to do that, and that's fine. And I will say that the one that I've been to here in Portland, it allows, there's a social space that is not a play space, so there's plenty of places to just hang out with people and talk and not have sex. And then communication becomes more important in the bathhouses because there is a lack of emphasis in communication. But people are likely to just jump into sex with each other. So that's a pretty fun aspect of a bathhouse, is that people are more readily just going to jump into playing with each other, with having sex, and there's absolutely no sex shaming or slut shaming in any way. It's very much an encouraged thing in the culture for people to just say, would you like to have sex? And the other person to just say yes. And then even for those two to be having sex publicly, and then have somebody else just walk up and be like, can I join? They yes. And then, it really does more equate to what we think of as like an old school Roman orgy than any other kind of sex club I've ever been to. I also appreciate that you don't wear makeup. You don't do yourself up. So a lot of times when I'm going out to other sex clubs, I'm dressing up in a particular way, especially for the kink club. But the bathhouse is you literally, you wash off your makeup. The first thing you do when you get there is shower and take off all the makeup and put your hair in a bun, and you're just you and a towel. And there's something really beautifully affirming about being in a super sexy space without having done yourself up at all, just coming as you are and having who you are as you just show up fresh from the shower, and having that be just beautiful and accepted and wanted. Also really nice to be in places that are so very trans inclusive, and yeah, I think that because they're rooted in the gay culture, bathhouses tend to be super trans inclusive, and places where people can really find a sense of space for just being sexually accepted and sexually open. So yeah, that is what a gay bathhouse is. Thanks very much for asking. This is Leela, the proud Poly Kinky Queer Slut. Have a great day.